The most disturbing encounter was a logging camp within the Bladen area. And we believe that a lot of logging is happening because the rangers, when they did the recce and also the assessment, they found out many mahogany and rosewood logs on the ground. They counted as much as 14 of those trees that were already felled, but also they found many flitches on the ground, which we believe that there is a group of people going into the area to actually log. They also found some garbage, which indicates that it's the Guatemalans coming into the area to actually do that logging.
At this time, what are we looking at when it comes to damages or value when it comes to this?
Well, we have not quantified what the felling of those trees equals to the amount of value or money. We have not quantified that because at the moment we're doing an assessment of the damages and the value of those timber trees. But what we can say is that we have recorded activities such as hunting and some clearances, if you can put it that way, but we have never ever recorded timber extraction to this magnitude. So we know that this is a very recent thing that has happened, and we know that it will continue, especially since we're going into the dry season. We know that there are going to be more and more incursions within that area. I can also say that we also found many little trails near the logging camping site that the guys found. We also found some harsh trails, which we believe that the timber is being taken out via the usage of horses.
And with this incident, what measures are you guys taking at this point?
At this moment, we want to continue conduct more patrols within the area because, like I mentioned before, we're not really certain about the level of activities that are occurring. We believe that it's even more illegal activities happening within the area. So we believe that more patrols need to be conducted. We also believe that we need support from the regulatory agency, especially the Forest Department and the Belize Defense Force, because we don't know the hostility within that area. We can well be confronted with aggressive campers, loggers. So we want to ensure that we get the necessary support from these regulatory agencies to conduct joint patrol within this area.
For one, I think we have relied heavily on our rangers for the collection of the data that we have presented out publicly in the last couple of weeks. But it's always very handy to have the support from the authorities, the management authority, in this case would be the Forest Department. And now we also have the support of the National Biodiversity Office, who are, between the two of them, are in charge of coordinating support for co-managers like Yashe. Our rangers are often out there in the areas that are easily accessible to them, but in the far reaches of the Bladen Nature Reserve, as in the case of the western portion of the reserve, it's very remote, very far away, so it can take up to 7 days for the guys to conduct a reconnaissance patrol like the one that they did just a few weeks ago, where they found all these illegal activities. So we're kind of restricted to having 1 or 2 patrols like that every year, based on what we can, logistically and feasibly put together. But if we had the support from the authorities, including some of the enforcement agencies like the BDF, the police, along with the Forest Department and others, it would be more impactful. It would have a bigger weight on it, and potentially could lead to a reduction in the illegal activities in the area.